With electronics, it sounds like from what you just said, it's not an immediate destruction of electronics in the chamber. It's probably over hours that the salt would get in there and mess things up. Like, for example, with headphones or.
Yeah, it could. I mean, you want to be careful of what you do bring in there. Like if you do, I mean, one, I think people should take a time out and not use their phones and scroll, like kind of get rid, don't have the positive electro, try to create a clean space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for those that do or inside, I mean, there have been spas that want to know, can we have this equipment in the room? And one, from a commercial perspective, you don't want the liability, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some that even say don't go in with a really nice watch if you get salt into something. So I do think it has to do with length of exposure, how long you're doing it. Salt deteriorates things over time if it's mixed with humidity or moisture. But I try to refrain. I mean, you're going to put headsets in there, make sure they're encased.
Mm-hmm.
There are, like when you float, there are headsets that are water, that they now have virtual reality glasses when you float that you can be in the salt water and they are resistant. If you're going to bring in your phone or an iPad to watch something, make sure it's encased or put it on the outside of the booth. But, it's only a 5-10 minute session in a booth. When you go into the spas, many are creating more of an experience where they have brain tap, where they have different modalities that you can be doing. You have salt rooms where they're bringing in sound therapy and wellness providers that do Tibetan bowl music or crystal bowls and gongs and create a whole experience with the salt in the air is really cool.
Yeah, it's a great point that it's only 5 or 10 minutes. It's like a good break from the phone and scrolling and screen